Okay, I'm reloaded. Big Dappuccino here. Odds and ends, number 9. We adjusting the light right now. And we got the light about right. Not perfect, but it's gonna work. Like, I can get in a little more. Yeah, tough subject. One of my old Larry's garage cars. Sitting on the real riders with white leather tires there. This is a 32 Ford. You're a diecast collector, you know about the Larry's Hot Wheels, Larry's Garage that preceded car culture. Well, car culture was kind of known. They called some things car culture, but you know, car culture didn't become the big thing it is with the Japanese historics and drag. Well, drag strips demons is old too. They brought that back, but Japanese historics was one of them. And then they started doing, of course, we know the team transports and stuff like that. And of course, RLC became a big thing. They had special cars that you could only get if you became a member. And some of them didn't even get them on time. So that's another story. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. This is odds and ends, of course, with odds and ends. This is odds and ends number 9. I always take a closer look at the cards I had in previous videos. This time we're doing show and tell 81 and show and tell 82 cards I had. First, we're gonna start with this Cobra, this 65 Shelby Cobra. I think this is a 65 or 66. I don't know. I threw the thing away, the card away. It just says Shelby Cobra. I might be a 67. Because I don't know if they did. They had the 427 back then. I think original it was the 289 that was in there in that car. But anyhow, this is from the 2018 Hobby series for Greenlight. It came with a figurine, racing figurine that I put up, but because I don't have a diorama. It's a lot of detail on this license plate, tail light, bumper, this little guard right here indicates a racing car. I was kind of disappointed the hood don't open, but it has headlights. Look at those bumpers. Look at the wheels, which are authentic. They look like something that was back there that went on a car, unlike what Hot Wheels has done. And this is 10 years old, which was cool for its time, I guess. It has headlights and stuff, grill detail, but come on, these wheels. Even though I like this motif, this kind of custom military World War II motif, but and the way the engine opens from the engine compartment opens from the back like a European car is supposed to, which even though it has an American engine, this body is a European body. It came from England, from the AC Motors Company. Um, this is a different version of that same casting I got from the same time. This is more authentic to the way AC Cobra should be. You know, it usually doesn't have 427 up there. They use poetic license, of course. That's Hot Wheels. Always doing extra. But they did a good job, I guess, for the time. But this is more accurate scale wise. This thing is huge. It's a small car. The Cobra is a very small car. About the size of, I think, I don't know, like an older Jaguar, the E type, or might be smaller than that, or I guess the Triumphs and stuff like that. Triumphs and what's the other one? Well, Triumphs are MGs. Yeah, those little cars. You know what I'm talking about. But that's the Cobra. You know, it's a pretty good addition. It's not the best. I think that would be the lowest denominator in Greenlight as far as like detail. I mean, it's good detail, but no opening hood and stuff like that. Next, we're gonna get into this, and I think this car was from 2018 in the Hobby Series. And next, we're gonna get into the Bigfoot, which is a Ford. I think it's a is it a 350 or a 250? I forgot. I don't think I see it up here. F 250 or 350, one of the two. And it's a 79 body. I think they in the beginning it might have had a 74 body, or they used a 74 chassis underpinnings or whatever when they did all this and put a 79 shell on there. But a lot of detail on this bad boy. It's headlights, tail lights. It's rocking the KC. I guess for these lights, they known to do lights KC. Um, the engine, I think, is blown. I think it has a supercharger on there. And you can see the batteries set up and stuff. This thing takes a whole lot of power. That's the fuel cell, I guess, or whatever. I don't know if that's the gas tank. And it's got the license plate, good back, got tail lights. The suspension detail is incredible on this one. Look at that. The wheels are great. Got them big meats on it. That's what they call them, big meats. Yeah. Indicators, everything. They did a great job on this. I'm glad I got it. At first, I resisted it. I'm like, I don't know. And this is a regular Ford. I think this is 150 and this is a 79. If I remember right. Yeah, it's a 79 Ford F100 actually. Don't know what's the difference between 100 and 150, but oh well. And this just shows you the size. Basically, it's the same truck. It just shows you the size and scale of Bigfoot and how the suspension has pretty much, I guess, in real life too. And this is, I guess, Bigfoot in its most kind of modest configuration. Because after a while, Bigfoot they started putting bigger tires on it and different suspension, and it was humongous. The thing was like, I don't even know how the guy got up in the cab to drive the thing. Yeah, this was official. I think Indianapolis 500 truck. I think this came out last year. So that's Bigfoot. Next, we're gonna deal with, well, that's 80. That's 81 is over. Show and Tell 81. Show and Tell 82, which I just uploaded the other day. I showed you these Impalas from the Johnny Lightning 2-pack exclusive, in which there were only 2004 pieces available last year. And this blue one is this is a 63, and The black one is a 64 Chevy Impala. Both of them are SS409s. The hood on this one doesn't open. I don't know why. It's got this deep indentation in it. Did they decide at the last moment? Nah, we're not gonna open the hood on this one. I don't know why they didn't open the hood. To compare the changes in the 63 from the previous model, I got a 62 Impala from Auto World, which is Johnny Lightning's sister company. They're both under the umbrella of Round 2, just so you can see the difference in the years. This is the 62, this is the 63. You see how it started rounding off the car. And to be honest, Auto World has a better scale-wise, better detail, scale-wise, than Johnny Lightning. Because Johnny Lightning is supposed to be the closest thing they got to mainline. Even though it's premium, Johnny Lightning is considered to be Round 2's more, I guess, more affordable line. Where that's why they do stuff like zingers with the exaggerated rake and stuff like that, kind of cartoonish looking and stuff. Something that appeals to the younger audience. But once you get to Auto World, Johnny Lightning has some stuff for serious car enthusiasts. Because there's a lot of detail on this. The wheels look kind of big for this model. I think the wheels would be a little smaller. But the hubcap looks authentic. The details look very authentic. The paint job looks excellent. But as far as scale, it can't compare to Auto World. It's a higher level of craftsmanship. And the price shows it. Because, I think this one, I paid for the combiner pack, and I seen a 2-pack brand new in Hobby Lobby for Johnny Lightning, and I think they charge something like 13 or 14, somewhere around there, up to 15. And these cars by themselves cost that much, the Auto World, and they're worth it. If you catch the aftermarket seller, they might try to hit you for 20, some of them 30 and up, depending on the rarity of the car. And just to show again, got the 64, which is from Racing Chance, which is another one of Round 2's companies. And this is the 64 in red. And Racing Champs usually deals with what their name applies, usually racing oriented castings. But sometimes they go ahead and they do, I don't know, more enthusiasts or more stock like cars. Because I was shocked to get this one. Because it's rare to find a 64. And when you do, it costs us an arm and leg. And this was brand new earlier this year. It just came out. And as you can see, it's similarities between the 64 on the right and the 63 on the left. The 64 is more square, of course, and even with Auto World, I think this Racing Champs, I think they actually borrowed the casting from Auto World. They're not going to tell us that, but it's the same parent company, and or maybe the same designers went over. That happens. It happens with Matchbox and Hot Wheels, even though they are owned by Mattel, the same parent company. They usually have different staffs, and they usually don't share castings. But the designers, when they go from place to place, sometimes, of course, they bring their expertise, and you can tell. One of the good examples is Ria Asada, and I think Juna may work for Matchbox. No, I know Ria Asada did, and he did some awesome castings at Matchbox before he came to Hot Wheels, and then he did some special projects with them too. But I love this 64. It wasn't that expensive either. The 63 holds its own. It's got nice interior, nice, beautiful paint job. Both of them do. A lot of detail. Headlights, taillights. The wheels are very authentic. It looks like something from the 60s. I think though it's like the wheels are too big. It's got the white walls on it. Next, let's not get too caught up in that one. Because we have another one to get to. Oh man, I just had the hood open. There it is. This is the 65, which I've been looking for a year. It was in that same 2-pack with this 63. And it was a Chevrolet Impala limited edition 2-pack. I don't know, it was said 2019, but I think it came out near the end, somewhere around the holidays, possibly. And like I said, it was limited to only 2004 pieces worldwide. And I have not seen these cars released separately in 2020. So it's black, which is black attracts length. So I expect this car to get very dusty soon. This one, the hood opens unlike the other one. And it has nice details. Hood. Let's compare it with the 66 Impala, which is a Greenlight. And you can see the radical. If I can get the hood to open on the other one, it won't stay open. There it is. The radical changes just from the tail lights. This is 65 on the left. This is the 66, and this is a different company, of course, Greenlight. And see how much wider their car is, which I think is more truthful to the scale, because Impalas, especially during the 60s, were very wide, even though they were considered to be the sporty sedans and probably the smaller cars, were very big in the 60s compared to what we have now. Shit was very big compared to what we had in the 90s. Cars were humongous, man, back in the day. You could probably fit easily, if this thing had a bench seat, you could fit 3 people up front and definitely 3 adults in the back. I mean, full-size adults in the back. And definitely seat 4 full-size adults comfortably. For kids, you probably can fit 4 kids in the back, depending on how young and small they are. I've seen it done in real life, and not doing a good job. My hands in the way, but you see the tail lights, the headlights, and the engine details. Like I said, it's 2 different companies, and this thing closed. The only thing about some of these hoods that open, they're very temperamental. This one don't. There's a full detail. I'm gonna let it close because it seems to want to close. So. Headlights are similar As you can see, by the 66, they tried to give it a more squarish look because that was considered futuristic at that time. They were getting away from the rounded, like I guess, look. 65 in black. I wish it was a different color so you could see more of the body lines. That's one of the drawbacks of black. White is so excellent. White, silver, and maybe like a bluish color like this is. The lighter, the better. You can see more of the body lines. But it's an excellent purchase. All of these were excellent purchases. I I highly recommend them. Johnny Lightning to me. Pretty much only problem with Johnny Lightning I don't like is the wheels are very skinny. Racing champs too, all of the round two cars. Usually the wheels are very skinny. Here's a racing champ. I mean, the auto world, they had the same problem too. The wheels are very skinny. And that's kind of true to life for these older model cars. This one got this kind of meaty. But the Greenlight, same thing. So I guess it's kind of true to life when they doing like 60s cars because the wheels were real skinny. You know. This one too. See how skinny the wheels are. But it is what it is. They have some lowrider cars out. I might get those from Johnny Lightning, but I don't know if they've been snatched up because in the past, special edition lowriders they have been from Revell or what's sort of ERTL, and they cost an arm and a leg. Some of them can be up to $100 because, of course, they have adjustable suspension. Some of the trunks open so you can see the batteries in the back. So I don't know what my next purchase would be. But as always, I want to thank the subscribers for tuning in. I want to thank the random viewers for watching the video if you came across it. And like I always say, not the best diecast channel, but not the worst either. If you like this content, I encourage you to subscribe. I do different things sometimes. I come across models that most people don't even have on their channel, which is weird since I'm a small channel. I don't have any hookups with any hobby companies, small hobby shops, or even some of these channels have hookups with the actual diecast companies themselves, where they get sent free models. I don't get none of that. Everything comes out of my pocket. I'm a blue collar, working class subscriber like yourself. All I have is my wits and my little bit of knowledge I have about the hobby and my love of real cars and the research I've done over the years and being around my father and uncles and people like that. A couple of them have worked as mechanics or even owned garages. So some of them have even drag raced amateurly. So as amateurs, I should say, amateur drag racing. But that's pretty much it. This is Show and Tell number 9. Please, if you want to, I encourage you to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and until next time, peace and blessings. Big Dappuccino signing out.